The cinema survived the best and worst of times because of the most iconic moments that changed what filmography is all about. Here are the best ones. Number 10. 3 minutes of pure horror. The notorious horror filmmaker, Alfred Hitchcock, created the unforgettable shower scene in the 1960s Psycho. It took 52 director cuts and 78 cameras to get the perfect shot. Anthony Perkins unraveled his mysterious character while the woman screamed for her dear life. The tone-deafening violin music changed what horror should sound like. Number 9. What's the Revelation of the Father? The epic saga of Star Wars in the 1980s was too futuristic for its time. Moviegoers were awed by the costumes, setting, and action. But the dramatic end plot was the cherry on top. The 3-word revelation, "I am your father," shocked the theater grounds.
I am your father.
Who would have thought that the altruistic hero was fighting his evil father all along? That was considered original during its time. Number 8. After all, he is the one. Keanu Reeves is well loved because of his charity and charms on screen, especially in the warped reality film, Matrix. He was chosen as the one, also known as Neo.
He is the one.
Why? Because he bent backward like a bamboo to dodge incoming bullets. That iconic move, amongst others, changed the sci-fi action industry. Number 7. I Am Smeagol. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is considered one of the best wholesome fantasy films ever created in the history of cinema. Avid fans would debate on the most remarkable scene. However, the actor, Andy Serkis, was recognized by several award-giving bodies for his computer-generated character Gollum, also known as Smeagol. His most iconic scene was the double identity monologue. The struggle by the poor creature between good and evil sparked something in every living soul. Number 6. Raise the Fist. When Sylvester Stallone played his most iconic role, Rocky Balboa, the sports industry went ballistic. His unforgettable training montage clips became an inspiration to many. Rocky ran up those steps until he owned it. The movie, that scene, and Sylvester himself were given homage in several films and literary works because of their powerful impact on the world of sports. Number 5. The Muddy Fingers did it. Who would think that pottery could be so sensual? That's how director Jerry Zucker perfectly imagined the scene with the suave Patrick Swayze and bob-cut-haired Demi Moore. The slow movement of the camera towards the intertwining muddy fingers was phenomenal. The song Unchained Melody solidified the love scene. Number 4. The Sweet Kiss Over Spaghetti. Even an animated film can give an awe-inspiring mark to moviegoers. The 1955 dog-loving film Lady and the Tramp may not have an exciting plot, but it produced an iconic moment. Walt Disney Production created magic out of a puppy love affair. When the canine lovers ate their tangled spaghetti and suddenly kissed, that became classic. Number 3. The Biker Jumped Over the Moon. The 1980 alien movie E.T. is one of the most successful extraterrestrial dramatic films ever created. Director Steven Spielberg created a superb storyline and cinematic setting. His iconic scene even became a signature logo of Amblin Entertainment. The main character, Elliot, rode his bike with his ETE friend and flew way up in the sky. That was a jaw-dropping moment for any kid who watched it on the big screen. Number 2. Avenge with a Snap of a Finger. There's been a lot of great movies with great scenes ever made. But before the pandemic struck the Earth, avid Marvel fans waited for the end game. What better way to end a billion-dollar saga, at least before the 2020 lockdown, than to sacrifice an iconic character? Children of all ages were shocked when their beloved Iron Man took the gauntlet and snapped his fingers to save his friends and annihilate his enemies. That was a good exit for Robert Downey. But in the film industry, a good end means a brand new start for more. Number 1. Talk about ship security measures. Jack and Rose are two names that have been entwined with each other, at least in the world of cinemas. It changed the lives of young Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. Director James Cameron led the characters deep into the waters. Jack took Rose by the hand and they stepped to the end railing of the ship. The movie industry flipped over. Rose stretched out her arms and said, "I'm flying, Jack!" Then the ephemeral voice of Celine Dion wrapped the sunset scene. That's what you call most iconic.